In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a double-ended crochet hook to work in the round in a spiral way, a spiral technique in Tunisian crochet. So what do I have? What kind of hook do I have? I am using crochet hooks from the Denise Interchangeable Crochet Kit. It's a fabulous kit. What you're able to do is it contains a series of cords as well as crochet hooks where you can create all sorts of fabulous things. And we actually sell a exclusive kit on our website at stitchdiva.com called the Denise Tunisian in the Round Kit, which contains all the components you need to work in the round for any particular needle size in Tunisian crochet, whether you do the spiral technique that I'm showing you here or whether you're going to be using the Tunisian Loop Method, which I demonstrate in another video I've posted not only on YouTube but also on our website in the tutorial section at stitchdiva.com. So this is one of two techniques that I use to work Tunisian crochet in the round. All right, so what I've done here, what I'm demonstrating, it's just personal preference. I like to work my starting chain. What I do have here is a starting chain. I haven't joined it in the round yet. Okay, I have a starting chain, and then what I did was I started picking up vertical bars, started picking up loops in the back hump of the chain. This is just standard Tunisian crochet, Tunisian simple stitch, TSS. If you need an overview of, so I'm going to work my about half. What I'm going to do is take a second yarn, and it could be the same color. You need 2 strands of yarn to do this technique. It could be the same color or a second color. I could go ahead and just do a slip knot. It's not really required. I'm going to turn my work. I'm going to scoot this work so that the back part, the opposite side of the work, is facing me. And I am going to now work these loops off of my hook. And I can give it a little height. I can yarn over, pull through 1 for the very first one, and then just yarn over, pull through 2. And I can leave, what I like to do is leave about 3 loops remaining on my hook. And this is how I start the double-ended spiral method of working in the round with Tunisian crochet. And now I am just going to flip this again and continue picking up loops in the starting chain. So I'm doing a forward pass. I just kind of turn my work to do a reverse pass. Now I am checking out the front of the work, looking at the front of the work, and I'm doing a forward pass. And I will do this until I get to the very end of the starting chain. Or it doesn't even matter. Let me just work on the reverse pass right now, get caught up so that we can focus on joining that in the round in the next operation. So now, again, I turned my work, scooted my loops to the opposite side of the hook, and now I'm yarning over, pulling through 2, just working these loops off of the hook, doing a reverse pass. And I always leave about 2 or 3 loops on the hook, so I work it until I get to about here. And now I had 1 more loop to pick up in the starting chain. Oops. Get that on the hook. It's being difficult. A lot of times that very last one is difficult. And after I pick this one up, now I'm going to continue working in the round, but I'm just going to start picking up the vertical bars in a spiral, picking up the very first So I'm going to join it in the round. I will work that vertical bar, the very first vertical bar of what used to be the row, but now I've just joined it into the round, and I'm going to continue picking up vertical bars until I really can't comfortably do it anymore. When I've gone as much as I can comfortably go, again I'm going to flip the work. And I will work the loops off of the hook. I leave about 3 until I have about 3 loops on the hook, and I just keep going around and around and around doing this technique. And you can see I'm beginning to form, it looks like it doesn't look like double-ended crochet hooks. They typically create a two-sided fabric. This is not a two-sided fabric. This is a fabric very similar to what you'd see in Tunisian simple stitch. The only difference is that the reverse pass is actually going in you have to look very closely, it's going in an opposite direction. The little loops of the reverse pass. But for all intents and purposes, it looks just like Tunisian simple stitch fabric. And you just keep going this. So you can see that the work really is a spiral. Where we started out, we're just going to keep going around and around and around. This is a fabric from a hat from our slouchy Tunisian cap collection that was used, that was created using the spiral technique of this that I've just illustrated here. Now, one of the cool things about using the spiral technique is because you have 2 strands of yarn, it's a great opportunity for using different colors and for doing color work. What I've done here is I've actually created a different stitch pattern than Tunisian simple stitch. This is honeycomb stitch, and you can play around, grab a stitch dictionary, Tunisian crochet stitch dictionary, and see there's a whole host of stitch patterns that can really highlight the use of 2 different yarns when you use one color yarn for your reverse pass and another color yarn for your forward pass. And I just want to show how easy it is in these types of stitch patterns. This is using Tunisian simple stitches and purl stitches. So this is essentially you work a purl stitch into the Tunisian simple stitch and a Tunisian simple stitch into a purl stitch. So I'm looking here, I don't see any bump. This is a Tunisian simple stitch. So to work a purl stitch into it, I bring my yarn forward, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through. This is a purl stitch. I keep my yarn to the back, insert my hook, oop, I split my yarn, yarn over, pull up a loop. So I'm going to it's essentially working Tunisian simple stitches and purl stitches all the way across. Of course, the reverse pass is no different than what I demonstrated before. You have to flip your work so the back of the work is showing. You just yarn over, pull through too. And there you have it, a demonstration of how to do the double-ended hook spiral technique of Tunisian crochet in the round. Check out our Tunisian crochet in the round kits from Denise Knitting and Crochet. Also check out all of our other great tutorials for Tunisian crochet on our website at stitchdiva.com. Thanks for watching.